think it should start. Did I hear myself now? Are you sure it's working? I don't know why I'm not appearing on the fucking stream. Is it just not working? What the fuck? What's happening? There it is. Right, can I hear myself? Is it just not working? What the fuck? There it is. What's happening? There it is. There I am. Alright, time to make this go public. I'm gonna raise my volume a bit too. Alright, time to go public. Did it go public? Yeah, it went public. Cool. Now we wait. Now to promote. Oh, fucking. This already announced it. Okay. I got promoting the hub. Okay. Just promoting around. Just promoting around. Is there a live thing here for streams? There you go. Okay. Anything else? Ooh, what is this? That's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing. Okay. Where else do I promote it? I don't know where else to promote. Hello. I can't pronounce your name. I'm not even gonna try, but hello. It's streaming time, Apple. Okay. I'm just promoting the stream around. If you guys want to promote the stream, that would help a lot. That would help a lot. Okay, 9 viewers watching right now. That's nice. The fuck is... Okay, we'll start in a bit. Sure, I can get some music or something. Just don't know if I can. If I have music, let's look for some music. Splash is back, and we're back. Hello, everybody. Okay. I don't know if there's any a new era is unfolding. Maybe that. What does this sound like? I can't hear the music. Okay. Hold on. Can you guys hear it? Oh, Jesus Christ, of course you guys can hear it. Jesus. Yeah, my bad, Ryan. I can't hear it for some reason, so. Can you guys hear it? Oh, Jesus Christ, of course you guys can hear it. There. Just have to make sure. Alright. Give it a few more seconds. Or a few more minutes. I guess until the song ends. And then we can start talking about the splashback. Yeah, that's a stupid name. The splashback. The goddamn splashback. Where did Apple go? He was literally on the stream. He was in the call, and then he went off away, and now he's at the stream. Where's my boy Apple? Okay. Song's about to be over, so we're about to get started. Oh, actually, I forgot to fucking promote it on community post. God damn it. I'm so professional. I'm so goddamn professional. Forgot to promote it on the community post. Finally, oh, hi Apple. Welcome to the stream. Eh. Oh, it's just Apple messaging me. Alright, so welcome everybody to yeah, I know there's no music anymore, Ryan. I know. I was busy promoting the stream, okay? So, welcome back to Splash. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I didn't expect I didn't expect a 5-year-old character to um to come back and come back as big as it did. It's number one on the channel right now, which is so weird to see Enderboy pass the Ninjago Direct and Spider Man. That's just so weird to me. Um, so you know, I'm very happy that Enderboy was able to come back the way it did, and how people just kind of stuck with this new one as well. So I was going to do this next week, but next week is the premiere of part 2 of Dying Wish, episode 6, coming out Saturday. So I was like, let's do all the Splash stuff this weekend, give it a break for Spider Man, and, you know, wait until then. So, first off, we know Enderboy came out. Everybody seems to have seen Enderboy at this point. It, again, thank you guys for the support for the new Enderboy. I honestly was really nervous about it because it's we've done reboots on this channel, but like other than Ron Rise, which didn't really last or work well at all, we haven't done a reboot for an original character, let alone one of the most recognizable characters, Enderboy. And I'm just glad that everybody was able to stick with the new direction for this new Enderboy. And as you saw in the post credit scenes, we have set up Spider, we've set up Lick, we set up Steve, and we set up Alex. Now, we set those up because this Enderboy, at the end of the day, is more of a pitch, right? It is more of a pitch to tell you guys, if you want it, this is where we're gonna go. This is what it's gonna look like, and this is how it's gonna feel, right? There's one character. So we have the original Legendaries in there. There's one character we left out, and that is because we're still working on him. Well, not a him anymore. We're actually going to do the next film, which will be Netherite. Now, I know there's a machinima out there called Netherite already. However, this is more about the block, right? So, the Netherite block in Minecraft, we're changing it because the name Nether doesn't really make sense because Nether is a dimension and the superhero is called Nether as well. It just doesn't work. So we're naming this one Netherite. Um, it is. I'm actually writing at it. I'm writing it right now as we speak. Um, actually, while we're here, I have the doc open and looking at it as I'm talking about it right now. It is going to be a just like Enderboy. It's going to be a reimagining of the original plot of Nether. However, we're changing the gender of Matthias. It is now a woman named Marissa for now until we come up with a different name. But it is going to reinvent and no, I'm not showing you the first page. We're going to reinvent and we're going to add elements from King's Trial, which if you remember for the OG Splash fans was a spin-off of Nether that followed King Solemn in his early days. Didn't get completed, but we're taking elements from that. We're taking elements from Nether. We're taking elements from the canceled Nether sequel and putting them into this new plot. Um, and it's going to be a reimagining. This is, and I want to emphasize this. This is not going to be linear. What I show you here, where after this one, because Netherite is 100% going to be the next project we do. Everything else, it can come out whenever, right? We're not going to stick to a linear plan unless we have to, right? And I also want to add that the reason I'm changing the gender of Matthias is, well, a it's like one girl in the Legendaries, and oh, shocker, we're doing Legendaries again. Ooh, spoiler. But the reason we changed it is there's a story reason that's going to be added into the universe later on, and there's it adds something different. And plus, I'm not really a big fan of Matthias from the original Splash. And I think this is a nice way to redo the character and reinvent it, and reinvent her. Right. Unlike Enderboy, which the Enderboy reboot is going to be, or the Enderboy reboot was a very much the same story reinvented. This one is going to take more liberties. We're going to change a lot of the powers, a lot of the lore, a lot of the way the Nether works is going to be changed in Netherite. But at the end of the day, it is going to be a similar story to the original, but we're going to try to make it better, right? So after Netherite, we have Redstone, which is a little hard to see right here because I'm an idiot and I made the background red and we have two red red logos. This is the first collab project in Splash that is a mainline film. This is going to be written by One Apple, who runs Corrupted Films. It's going to be filmed by me. Cinematography might be Apple. I don't remember if we agreed on doing that or not, but it might be Apple, just like in Enderboy, Connor was cinematographer, so he did a lot of the cameras. I did a lot of the action. Um, oh, and I forgot to add, Connor will be returning for Netherite as cinematographer. So for Redstone, he's going to be the one in charge, and is going to be exploring a new city away from Beacon City, um, called the Mumbo Junction. I think we called it the Mumbo Junction. It is a very much um, industrialized, advanced city. Um, I'm envisioning a lot of neon lights, to be honest, very cyberpunky in my head, but I don't know if that's what's going to be in the final script. It's still being written, and Apple's doing an amazing job with it. It is his first, I think, superhero project that he's writing, that he's writing, and you know, he has this whole red theme on his channel, so we had to go with Redstone as a character. Now, yeah, Mumble Junction. Uh, Now Redstone may or may not be in this quote unquote phase 1, right? We're dropping the whole phase thing for now until we do something like Legendaries or a big crossover. Um, but he may or may not be. It depends on when and where he finishes, right? So if he finishes the script and we go into production tomorrow, obviously it will be a part of the Legendaries. If he doesn't and it's like after or right before Legendaries is being in production, um, it won't be in Legendaries, right? But he will still be part of the universe and he's still getting made. So that's the little asterisk with him where he's gonna appear. So yeah, Redstone, very excited for that character, and it's the first original character we've made for Splash and since Endermite, probably. Next up is the horrible Steve and Alex logo. It's not the final logo. We aren't going to call it the Legend of Steve. Um, this one is going to be more Minecraft based than Legend of Steve. And the reason we're not calling it Legend of Steve anymore is because this is going to be a Steve and Alex film, right? So we're not calling it The Legend of Steve and Alex. We're going to find a new name for them and go from there, right? So this one is actually going to tie in to plot elements in Netherite, right? So this is where the universe is going to start connecting and start weaving itself into a shared universe. So there's not much to talk about with this one, except it's going to be very Minecraft themed and very Minecraft focused. Top tier logo. Um, but yeah, Steve and Alex is gonna have a film. They're coming back. This is also going to be the first film where we sort of interconnect the old universe with the new universe, right? And I'm not going to go into detail with that, but this is going to be the film where it's sort of it starts to raise the question of how this universe came to be, what happened to the old universe, because like I said before, the old universe isn't dead. This is the old universe. Something happened that reset the universe, and we're going to explore that in this new splash, and that's going to be the overarching theme in this new splash. So this is going to be the first place where we connect that. Next up, and I think this is the final announcement, Lick and Spider. This is actually going to make Ryan go crazy. This is going to be a mini series. This is not going to be a film. It's going to be a mini series, very short episodes. We're going to aim for 5 episodes with these. And this is going to be Lick and Spider in a sort of road trip buddy cop adventure. Now, I have to add, Lick is a very R-rated character in the OG Splash. In this new universe, we're trying to stick to a guideline and keep the consistency. This is not going to be R-rated. This is going to be very much PG-13. However, it is going to have some serious topics that we want to explore with Lick. Of course, Lick is a very interesting character. He goes for a lot in his life, and so we want to still explore that. And this is going to be a buddy cop. It's almost like a road trip movie. Oh, like I don't even know how to explain it. It's gonna be like a road trip movie. They go outside of Beacon City, and we're going to explore the overworld with Lick and Spider. I'm very excited for this one. Um, the Spider Lick Chronicles. Yeah, Lick and Spider. That's gonna be a very fun miniseries, and I hope you guys are excited for that one. Um, Now I haven't made a logo for it, but I do want to talk about Legendaries, right? Because I don't think it's a surprise to anybody that Legendaries is the direction we want to go. We haven't done a Legendaries film in 5 years. There's only been one legendary. There's only one legendary film. Me, Connor, and Lewis, we were all in agreement that if this Splash universe leads to anything, it has to be one more legendaries, and we're going to do it. There's not going to be any info on it yet. The team might look similar, it might not. The plot might be a finale, it might not. It all depends, right? We're not gonna lay out a like 10-year plan like we did the original Splash where we had phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. We're not doing that, right? We're gonna write what works, what makes sense for the universe, and we're gonna go from there. Obviously, we're still doing the overarching themes and the story of the old universe, what happened to it, and we're gonna explore that. But the most important thing with this new Splash is we gotta have fun, and it's gotta make sense. So, with Legendaries, that is the trajectory we're going, and that is where we're gonna be. After that, who knows what's gonna happen? I'm not gonna say there's gonna be a phase 2. I don't know if there's gonna be a phase 2, right? I will say that there is gonna be an Enderboy sequel. Um, which let me go back to the Enderboy logo while I talked about it. Let me go back to the live stream because I fucking left the live stream chat. Still streaming, right? Yeah. So there will be an Enderboy sequel. We are making it a conscious decision that it's not going to be Balance Act. We're not going to do Bisector as the villain. We're not going to do Angori. It's going to be a new and completely original story for the sequel. And the villain is not going to be Enderbase for Enderboy 2. We made that decision because we were talking about it and we were like, what is the point of rebooting if we're just going to redo the same story? Right? So, Enderboy, the sequel, not going to be called Balance Act. Going to be a completely new story, new villain, and it's going to carry off from the reboot. So, yeah, that is really all we have for announcements right now. Oh yeah, new Splash logo. It's slightly different from the old one, but yeah, new Splash logo. So now I'm going to open it up to the Q&A. Now, if you don't know, we opened up an anonymous Q&A not that long ago. Um, Let me go get it. I'm gonna put it in the chat. So I'm going to actually do the Q&A here on stream. Let me pin it. So if you guys have any questions you want to ask anonymously, ask the Q&A. It's right there, and I'm going to look at it in a minute because I'm going to get some water before I do. Let me pin this. So ask away, ask your questions. It's completely anonymous, so we're not going to, know what you're saying, and we're gonna only answer the things that are appropriate. So yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some water and go ahead and start asking. If you don't want it to be anonymous, by the way, just ask in the chat. Just FYI. All right, I'm back. All right, let's start answering some of these questions. All right, I got some messages. Okay. So the first question is, I wanted to know how consistent these videos might be. Like, how long does usual production take when you're making an episode of one of the projects? How long does it take? Just wanted to know. All right, so that's a great question. I'm gonna use Spider-Man Friend or Foe, Dying Wish Part 2 as an example. Each episode takes about 1 to 2 weeks. So episode 6 took it took about 14 days to film. Episode 7 took 10 days to film. Episode 8 took 11 days to film. And episode 9 took about 3 weeks or 3 days, or not 3 days. Hold on. About, I don't know, fucking a couple days, like a week or two to film. Uh, Episode 10 hasn't started filming yet, but it all depends, and it all depends on how your workload is and how consistent you is with filming, how long these will take. Like Enderboy took about 3 months because we took a lot of breaks in between. Spider-Man Dying Wish Part 2 is only taking like a few months because that's all I've been working on until I finished Enderboy, right? What made you get into YouTube? Who inspired you? Uh, that's a great question. The creatures. If you were around in 2011 to 2013, you'll know who the creatures are. They're a group of YouTubers who made funny videos. Specifically, Uber Hatcher Nova is the one that inspired me. And if you watch his videos, you see a lot of myself in him. Pause. Have y'all ever thought of doing like an X-Men type of roleplay similar to how you're doing the Spider-Man series? I am not the person to make an X-Men project. I don't know anything about the X-Men. I don't know. I only watched the movies. I haven't watched the shows. I haven't read the comics. I'm the worst possible person to do X-Men. So no, but if somebody else wants to come along and do it, they might take a crack at it. Will any villains like Lord Garmadon, Moro, or the Overlord be in Minecraft Ninjago Season 2? Lord Garmadon is. That's about it. When is the next casting call for a series? Whenever we have a next project. It's probably going to be Netherite, to be honest. Or maybe a round 2 of Ninjago if we finish the script and there's more roles than need casting. Is Green Goblin evil? No, he's a pretty wholesome guy. Um, I'm getting questions while I'm doing this. Hold up. So it's like pushing them up. Uh, Not to be rude, but why does the mask for Ninjago show look a bit weird? Is that the final design, or will there be a vote we could possibly do for different designs? And why not drawn facial expressions like with the mouth? Well, that's two questions, so I'll answer the first one first. There was a vote, and you guys voted for the designs that we got. There was a vote, and that vote led to the designs. So yeah. Also, why not drawn facial expressions like with the mouth? I'm assuming you mean like the way Tosser did them with the lines and to make the mouths. That's because that's what everybody else does. And we wanted to do something different by looking at Minecraft and looking at what we've done in the past and try to make a new way to do it. And we did it with the blocky mouths that we do. Okay, you guys are making more questions. It's pushing things up. Hold up. Uh, Another question. Who the fuck is Gary? Gary is the new co-owner of Slightly Insulting. She is going to be responsible for a lot of the original content that's going to be on Slightly Insulting. Uh, that is who Gary is, and you'll see her on one of these streams one of these days. I guarantee it. Hi, I have two questions if that's okay. The first is how far ahead are you planning for the Splash reboot? As in, do you have a whole phase set or are you just doing one thing at a time? The second is, do you have any plans to make more superhero content outside of Splash, Marvel, and DC? I love those universes, but there's a lot of characters that I'd love to see you guys tackle. Thank you all for the great vids. Well, thank you for watching. Um, no, there's no plan. We're on the stream with the plan, so you've seen where the plan is. That's it. It's a few things, legendaries, and then if there is something after that, we'll see. In terms of content outside of Marvel and Splash and DC, you'll just have to wait and see. Please, will there be a Ninjago season 3? If Ninjago season 2 does really, really well, we will do a season 3 that's focused on Kai. Well, Ninjago has Spinjitzu. Not this season. How long would the episodes in Lick and Spider miniseries be? Around 10 to 5 minutes. Probably over 5 minutes. Realistically, 10 to 6 minutes. Can you make Spider-Man Friend or Foe Season 4 pretty, please? Listen. I would love to do a Season 4. But we're in the final season. It's the final season. I can't. It's the final season of Friend or Foe. At least there's going to be stuff after. Will Herobrine still be the Thanos villain for the Splash universe? Anyways, are you still planning a sequel to Green Goblin? Yes. Because no matter what happens to Green Goblin in Dying Wish, the Green Goblin films, in my mind, are more like the Star Wars the Star Wars prequel trilogy, right? Where they're in the past, they're not going to affect the stuff that happens now, but they set up a lot of things, and that's kind of why I want to see it. Ideally, I want to do a Green Goblin 2, Green Goblin 3 as a trilogy. That's not me saying there is a Green Goblin 3. That's me saying I want to do a third one. So yeah, that looks like that is all the questions we have. Yeah, nice. So there you have it. Splash is back. We got the Splash Minecraft universe. We got Enderboy, we got Netherite, we got Redstone, we got Steven Alex, Lick and Spider, and then Splash is back with another Legendaries on the way. Hopefully, this is going to be different. I hope than the old Splash, because the old Splash had a lot of. Oh yeah, I got another question. I'm assuming that says Wither King. Will Wither King be back in Steven Alex? I kind of, as we go along with the rebooted films, my goal is less to redo a lot of stuff we have done in the past, and more doing new original stories with the characters. So Enderboy is like the most close to the original Splash that there is. Then Netherite starts to move a little bit further away from that. Redstone is completely different. Steven Alex would still move away from that. Lick and Spider would be completely different from any of the Lick films. So we want to start moving away from what we had in the past and move on, because this is like I said, this is the old universe, but something happened to the old universe to create the new universe. But it is its own universe still. Oh jeez, I got more. Hold on. Okay, how much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? About 1 Connor Brett. So yeah, I want to move away from the old Splash the further along we get. And yeah, Steven Alex, we'll have to see. We're still in early developments of that. And yeah, the next film is going to be Netherite. Well, everything else is TBD. So yeah, any more questions? I'm getting these live in the form. It's completely anonymous, so you can ask whatever you want. Like, how much can a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I forgot the cast. Holy shit, I forgot to announce the Splash cast. Um, hold on. Let me add that. Let me add that to the thing. I forgot to announce the cast. Now it is outdated because I just casted somebody for Splash while we were doing the stream, so it's a bit outdated. We're gonna we go to Splash cast here and add that in there. Okay, so this is the cast. We got Lewis Talbot as Enderboy. We got Connor Brett as Uncle Connor. Phoenix Artisan as Spider. Christopher Z as Lick. Ethan McCabe. I don't know how to say your name, Ethan. As Steve, and then Shadow Gaming VA as Alex. We got the big four of Splash, and we got Lewis and Connor, part of the Trinity of Splash or of SI. Um, I said the big four of Splash. It's more like the big four of SI. Somebody knocked my door. I think somebody knocked at my door. But yeah, this is gonna be the cast. Yeah, it's a pretty great cast if you ask me. So let me ask this last question. With Lick and Spider happening, will Lick be like a newbie under Spider's wing or someone who's created because of the show? Someone who's created because of the show. So Lick is going to be. When we first saw Austin Warper in Enderboy, he is a cop, right? So he's working under Beacon City, and then because of the events of Enderboy, where he's sort of the city is sort of falling into chaos because of the Ender stuff. Um, Spider shows up at his apartment and tells him, "Look, they're gonna come looking for you, and we're gonna find out why exactly they're looking for him in that Lick and Spider miniseries." The reason we didn't want to do a Lick film, by the way, is because Lick historically has been our least viewed Splash thing. Um, and so by grouping him with Spider and making it a mini series, we might be able to group in more people to watch this series and eventually the film version of the series as well. Yeah. Yes, Netherite. We're changing the name of Nether to Netherite. So any more questions left? If you have any more questions, do the form. I'll be going for 4 more minutes. And then I'm gonna have to promote these in the community posts and the SI posts and blah 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 blah. Okay. Well, we get Spider's origins in the Spider and Lick series, so somebody's a fan of Lick. uh, maybe. I like one of the things I liked about Spider is how mysterious he is, and we didn't really explore. We got bits and pieces of his history, but I really like the fact that he was mysterious. But we'll see. Hello, Remy. Welcome. If you just shown up, tell me so I can show you um, what we showcased here. Excuse me. I'll be going for 3 more minutes. Splash. He Lit did not perform well in the OG universe. No. Um, he was always the lowest performing view wise. He was a cult favorite. Like people who watched Lick absolutely loved it, but it just wasn't for some reason people weren't clicking on it, people weren't watching it. So we want to give Lick well, I want to give Lick a chance to sort of thrive and actually be watched in this new universe. Alright, what's the next question? Will characters that weren't announced in the promo show up in other films, like from Old Splash? Um, I I don't know what that means. Uh, do you mean like characters that aren't announced here? Will they show up in other films? Or would there be crossovers and stuff? Because if there's crossovers, yes, there'll be some minor crossovers. Not like it's not gonna be like Ender Boys that show up in Alex and Steve, right? It's just gonna be like little small crossovers to tell you this is still part of the same universe, and then saving that for Legendaries. Because you guys have to remember, it's been 5 years, and while a lot of you still remember Splash, as I saw from the poll, I'm gonna go look at that poll right now actually, so I can look at it while I talk about it. Okay. So about 27% of you guys that answered the poll had no idea what Splash was, right? And while that is a minority from the majority, I still want to, for those people that didn't watch or didn't even answer the poll, but still never watched Splash, I want them to experience what the people who experienced Splash felt, right? Like if you remember the build up to Legendaries, if you remember how it felt to see these characters come together for the first time, I want that. Um, I want that to. I want people to feel that way, right? Also, it's not a hot take. People loved Lick. It just wasn't watched. Like for some reason, YouTube never showed it. Like Lick is one of our most popular characters in Splash for the people that actually watched Splash. But his character, like YouTube just didn't promote him at all. Like and like when he showed up in recommendeds, people didn't click it. Um, so yeah, I still want to give him a shot to be better, to get better stuff. So yeah. All right, so that is going to be the end of the stream. I am going to announce these in the community posts. If you guys have any more questions, go ahead and ask in the community post or in the forum, and then I'll try to answer them on another stream or video or something like that. So yeah, this is the announcements. We got Lick, we got blah blah blah, we got all these characters. Splash is back. Splash is back, and this time, I really mean it because holy shit, I did not expect the reboot to get as many views and as many interactions and as many people talking about it as I thought it would get. So, it's back. And thank you guys for your patience. And see you guys in the next film. I'll probably make a video version of this with more information and the actual title of the videos or the films in there and more information on how this new Splash universe will work. Probably make a video about it later, much later. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. And I'll see you guys next time. The splashback is here. Oh, what the fuck?